Well, it's our first morning back on Club Connection Radio, Breakfast Club. So we're going to get a hold of Dana Larsen and talk about the new cannabis laws and see what the pros and cons are of that. And hopefully get some clarification on what is actually going to happen. Got Queens of the Stone Age playing right now with Feet Don't Fail Me. We got some good music coming up after the interview. I don't like to break up my interviews too much with music because I kind of lose the audience after a while. So we're just gonna get on with Dana's interview. We're gonna ask him, I got probably about 20 questions maybe. We'll see how long it takes. We've also got Elizabeth May, Green Party leader Elizabeth May from Victoria. She's going to be joining us hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Dana Larsen is our first interview. And we've got another buddy of mine, Mark. He's going to be coming on a little bit later on today and talking about marijuana laws around the world. He's done lots of traveling around the world and yeah, he's a big pot activist as well, and he's going to give us his input on how he feels the new law is going to be. We've also got the amazing Mark Emery. He's going to be joining us in October when he's back from his travels. He's in Morocco right now, I believe. Been kind of keeping track of where he's been around. 25 countries and 5 continents now. That's pretty amazing. Apparently he just got some hash last night after not smoking any for a while, so I'm sure he enjoyed that. I know I sure as hell would. So yeah, we'll just let this song play and then we'll get on air and we'll try and get Dana on. I'm looking pretty excited for this actually. Been a while since I've been on air, but you know what? We'll see how we do. Gotta get the good stuff going, right? What else we got going on? We got a lot of bands coming on. We were sponsoring a guy named Ron Mahanan, and he was an MMA fighter that he fought earlier this month. Unfortunately, due to, I'd say, some dirty fighting, he lost that fight, but you know what? All the power to you, Ron. Hope you fucking do amazing your next fight, and I'd love to be a part of that again. So yeah, we're just gonna let this song finish. We got a couple of minutes left. About a minute and a half. Coffee and Godiva this morning. White chocolate. I'm not really a big drinker, but that shit just tastes good in coffee, and I don't know. Also, major snowstorm today. I got about a foot of snow in my yard right now, so, and we just had Max call in. He's a safety guy at site, and like it says, you guys go speeding through site, he's gonna be kicking you guys off of the fucking property. So, you know, slow down. No need to rush. Yes, it's snowing out. Learn how to put your damn chains on. That's probably a good thing when you're a truck driver. Learn to put your fucking chains on so you're not causing other accidents. I'm probably going to get this song blocked and deleted off Facebook afterwards anyhow because of the music, but you know what? I do not own any of the rights. If you want to get the music that I play, please go to the artist and get it. I can let you know what bands, if you haven't heard the song, you're wondering what band it is, because I will be playing a lot of different, garage band things in the next little while. So you'll probably be not knowing what band it is, and I'd be more than happy to tell you what it is. Well, we'll let it switch over to Kings of Leon, and I'm going to put it off autoplay next. So you got Kings of Leon, Waste a Moment. Here, let's Lacy Love. Right now we're going to get Dana on, see if we can figure this out. And I would probably you know what? Actually, I'm just going to turn this crap off right now because we're going to give Mr. Larsen a call here and see if he doesn't mind talking to us right away.
Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Larsen. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. How's the weather down there?
I don't know. I haven't looked out the window yet. I think it's raining.
Oh, lovely. Well, it's better than the snow that we got up here. So, first off, we're on air just to let you know. First off, I'm going to ask you what your position is, what you've done for the marijuana laws.
What have I done for the marijuana laws?
Yes,
To get rid of them, you mean? Or to change them?
to change them.
Well, that's going to be a long answer to that question. But I mean, I've been working on trying to end cannabis prohibition for pretty much all of my life, all of my adult life. I mean, I've mostly civil disobedience and talking to the media have kind of been the things that I do a lot of. So I've opened businesses like the Vancouver Seed Bank and the Vancouver Dispensary Society. I provide cannabis to a lot of people. I've given away millions of cannabis seeds to encourage people to plant them in public places and kind of overthrow the government. I've done a lot of educating and writing through Cannabis Culture magazine and other things like that.
I've got many of your writings actually. Harry Pothead is one of my favorites.
Yeah, Harry Potter. I've written a few books, Harry Potter, and a few other ones as well. A book about the history of cannabis in Canada and some things. And yeah, I mean, for me, it's been a whole career trying to educate people about cannabis, trying to make it more available to people, and trying to convince our stubborn politicians that this is worthwhile to make some changes. And you know, we're coming onto the verge of legalization in Canada, but we still have a lot of work to do, I think, to really get equality for cannabis users. But yeah, I've done pretty much everything I can think of for the last 25 years to try to change these laws.
Yeah. Now, who can access these products? I know that right now the compassion clubs and stuff like that, there's some places that people go to. Myself, I'm a medical user, but here in Alberta, there's really nowheres that we can even get it, right? So back to black market for me.
Well, there's a few clubs in Edmonton and in Calgary and that, but not a lot.
No, they've been getting shut down like crazy here, actually. I used to go to one called Cannabliss, and they were shut down like almost immediately after I moved here, so I really haven't gone looking for it, I guess. What are some of the ways that we're going to be able to control it with like school age children and stuff? Like is it going to be as easy to access as cigarettes and liquor?
Well, cannabis right now, I think, is easier to access than those things because there's no controls over it at all. So I think that legalization will probably make it harder for young people to access. Although I would say that we need to resist some of the paranoia about young people using cannabis. You know, I understand when parents don't necessarily want their kids using cannabis as a minor, but at the same time, if you're going to be doing something, certainly compared to alcohol and tobacco, it is far safer. And even activities that young people engage in, like playing sports or hockey or tackle football and stuff, those kind of things can be quite damaging to the young brain and cause a lot of problems in later life. That's being shown more and more now. Whereas cannabis doesn't really have those same kind of concerns. So a legalization system will definitely make it harder for minors to get cannabis. But I think that there is a bit too much paranoia and fear around that. You know, young people or a parent can give their child alcohol, and that's totally legal. But a parent who gives their child cannabis can face jail time, and I think that's a real problem that needs to be addressed. But legalization is definitely going to make it harder for minors to access cannabis.
Well, that sounds like a little bit better that way. Now, I know that my husband, he's a safety manager on site in Fort McMurray and all for down here and everything. And one of his biggest concerns and what his questions were is how is this going to affect people in the construction and oil and gas industries where they have to take P tests in order to work at these jobs and they have zero tolerance? Like, how are they going to enjoy the legalization?
Well, they're going to have to eliminate that zero tolerance because the idea that you're going to punish or fire somebody from their job because of something they do on the weekend doesn't affect them at work is not valid and not really fair. I mean, if you you smoke a joint on Friday night and you come to work on Monday morning, you're definitely no longer feeling the effects of that joint, but you're still going to fail a P-test. And
That's
I think for a lot of people in the resource industries, and it seems to be that these drug tests, what they result in is that people switch from cannabis and instead they use alcohol and cocaine.
Yes.
Because if it wasn't tested for it, cocaine comes out of your body very quickly.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's like an unintended consequence, but the result is it is pushing people to do more harmful and dangerous substances because they're much harder to test for.
Oh, yeah.
So I understand people in a safety-sensitive workplace don't want their coworkers to be impaired. That is totally fair. But the way to deal with that, drug testing or P-testing, doesn't really deal with that because it doesn't help with tiredness, doesn't help with, say, you kick acid or something, and that doesn't show up on a drug test. Like with cocaine and alcohol don't really show up, hangovers don't really show up. I would rather they focus on impairment testing.
Well,
So when you get to work, you have to do a little hand-eye coordination test or a little thing that doesn't really affect what's in your bloodstream, but measures whether or not you are awake and have the ability to do your job.
that's right, functioning.
Yeah, so it's going to be a challenge, but I think that impairment is the real thing we should be focusing on and not what may or may not be in your bloodstream. And that goes for driving too, really, that cannabis, because of its nature, it stays in your body for a long time after you use it, and it's showing up long after it's had any kind of potentially impairing effect. So I hope that the result of this is that in the oil patch and other places where people are in safety jobs, they stop obsessing about cannabis and start focusing on the real issue, which is actual impairment at that moment.
Well, like my husband said, he'd rather have somebody that was smoking weed on the weekend rather than somebody else that was doing other things, right?
Yeah, or somebody that's coming to work hungover or tired or whatever.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, those kind of things can be much more impairing, and no drug test is ever going to pick that up, right? So, so I hope that this means that I feel that cannabis users have been discriminated against because of the nature that the substance that we use and how it affects us in terms of staying in the body for a long time. But I hope this will lead to a change in that. You know, you want a safe workplace. You don't want people impaired or stoned at work if they're doing that kind of job. But a blood test or a P-test doesn't really actually result in a safer place. It's more of a theater than it is really stopping anybody from being impaired at work.
Yeah. Now, I had one of the questions about, I heard something about oils and edibles won't be available, it'll just be flour. Now, how are people that, I'm going through cancer treatment myself, so I know with the radiation and stuff, you don't have the ability to really swallow a lot of the time, so edibles and oils and stuff are something that a lot of people do use. How are they supposed to, use flour when they're not used to using flour, right?
Well, it's a big problem, really, and they say they're going to bring these other products in. You're right. The only legalization is being for dried buds, so extracts and capsules and all the really medicinally valuable products are still not going to be available until at least a year, and I would expect probably 2 years before they really get it organized to get them on the market. And that's a tremendous gap that is going to cause problems for a lot of people, especially medical users. And as somebody who runs a dispensary, I'm really torn because I don't want to shut down and tell all of my members and all of those who rely on us for these medicinal products, hey, sorry, we can't provide that anymore because we're trying to go mainstream, and that means we can't sell you these things. I think that would be very challenging to turn away people that really need this medicine. So it is a real problem, and I think that there's going to be a long gap for those that need cannabis medicines. And I hope, but who knows what kind of system they're going to put in. They may choose to make it extra taxes. They may choose to put restrictions on potency. They may choose to not allow edible food products, maybe only allow capsules and other things because of fear that children might eat a cannabis cookie or something. So, I think that how they regulate these edibles and extracts is going to be very important. And, I'm all for smoking joints and raw buds and things like that, but to not allow extracts and edibles, I think, is going to be a big problem.
How is this going to affect compassion clubs and outreach programs?
Well, compassion clubs and dispensaries have always been illegal in Canada, but they've also proliferated across the country, partly because of court decisions that have made it that it supported dispensary access and reaffirmed that patients who need cannabis have a right to do so. And partly dispensaries have survived because the courts aren't willing to give out very severe sentences, and they're just reopening them after they get raided. And the police, who has more resources, the police and the dispensary operators, well, it turns out the dispensary operators all often have more resources to stay open than the police do to keep raiding them. So I think that's what's going to happen now. I think a lot of dispensaries are choosing to close voluntarily, which I don't think is actually a very wise plan. Mm-hmm. But I think that a lot of dispensary operators are hoping to become legal and to get a permit and to be able to continue what they've been doing in a legal fashion. I'm not sure it's going to turn out that way for a lot of them. And, so as someone myself who operates a dispensary, I'm really not willing to say goodbye to all my members who rely on me and tell them when we come back in a year or two and I'll have those taxes and suppositories again.
Yeah.
And if you open a legal shop under the legal system, you're selling non-medical cannabis. If somebody comes into a new legal shop and says, I've got this health problem, what strain should I use, or will this cannabis help me? You're not allowed to answer that question. You cannot give anybody any medical guidance or advice under the legal system. So as somebody who's been doing that for 10 years, providing patients guidance and assistance and choosing the cannabis products and varieties that will help them with their ailments, all of that would have to come to an end. So there's a lot of problems with legalization, especially for medical users, who I think are ultimately not really going to see a big advantage after legalization comes. And they're really the ones who should be at the front of the line. So it's very unfortunate.
Well, I thought that's what this whole legalization was pretty much for the medical users, right?
Yeah, they've been abandoned by the government now in terms of access, and they're just going to say, "Oh, well, you don't need a doctor, you don't need that. Just go buy it at the legal shop." And you go, "But I need a capsule." "Oh, well, just go buy some buds at the legal shop, and I'll tide you over." It's really, doctors are also resisting continuing the medical program, and I think that the medical patients, the legalization is not putting medical users first; it's putting them last.
Yeah. Now, the last question I have is, how are they going to conduct the monitoring of the 4 plants per household? I realized that they started a new task force. How are they going to be able to monitor everybody?
They're not going to be able to monitor anybody at all. And this task force is probably going to focus more on dispensaries than it is on your 4 plants. I mean, it's actually going to be harder to enforce against somebody growing more plants than before, because things like seeing the plant in your window or smelling, growing cannabis near your house, those things are no longer going to be something that a cop can get awarded with. Mm-hmm. So I think that people are going to be able to grow those 4 plants, except for Quebec and Manitoba, where they banned it entirely, and we'll have to go to court to fight for it. And here in BC, they've said that you can grow your 4 plants, but that no one is allowed to see them. And if somebody can see your plants through a public space, if you put it on your balcony or in your backyard and someone on the street can see it, you can be charged and actually go to jail for 3 months and get a $5,000 fine. So that's not really the spirit of legalization, where if somebody sees your legal plant, you can be quite severely punished. That, to me, is kind of absurd. But I don't think the task force is going to be going around or looking for people growing or knocking on your door and demanding to count your plants. But I do think that if somebody sees your plants or you can complain, they're going to come and give you a hard time. But I expect that growing 4 plants, aside from those restrictions that I mentioned, it's going to be quite prevalent.
Well, that's probably a good thing. At least I'll be able to get mine out. So I'd like to thank you again, Dana. We got Mark actually coming on our show in October, so maybe we'll get you on with him as well. I really enjoy this. This has been great. I want to thank you again.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm happy to come back anytime.
Sounds good. Thanks again, Dana.
Okay, great. Have a good one.
Have a great day. Well, that was Dana Larsen, and I know I was a little bit nervous because I don't do really, this is my big political person. Elizabeth May, you'll probably see me be a little more nervous. I'm not one for government officials. However, I will be having a couple of government officials in my house. We're going to be talking about the policing side, I suppose, of marijuana laws, etc. I feel this is big, because a lot of this is going to be like entrapment for a lot of I say, smart people, people that don't deserve to go to jail, people that, like you said, medical users that are not going to benefit from this. And it is just going to be mostly recreational. I don't know if that's pros or cons. However, like you said, children's thing, I agree with it. 14 years old, my son's 14. I would rather him smoking marijuana rather than doing cocaine, like you said, doing cocaine or drinking, because those are two things that you can control to a point, but however, it causes bigger problems in the end. Marijuana, I've been a user for over 25 years. If I hadn't smoked marijuana, my doctor said that my cancer would have been probably about 3 times the size. So, thank God to marijuana, it kept the shrinking down, and I was able to live a little bit longer knowing that I didn't have it, which was a little more comforting than now. So up next we have The Killers with The Man. And we got Mark coming up in just a little bit here, and we're going to talk about where his travels have been and how he feels this is going to affect Canada. Yeah, I'm definitely not a political person. I get nervous, I do. It's my first day back on, so yeah, I'm going to be a little nervous. But I feel I got some good questions out, and for you guys at site, there's your answer. Fight against the man, because unless you do that, you ain't going to get your recreational. We're going to pause this.